Hey guys, this recording is about the specific writing prompt that goes with the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. So before you listen to what I have to say, I want you to pause the video. I want you to read everything on this page. I want you to determine what exact tasks that you have to do and how you're going to go about doing this. You will plan for at least 15 minutes, no more than 20, and I will be grading your plans. So please make sure that you do what I'm asking you to do. Tomorrow you will then come in, get your booklet, and you will write your writing prompt. And so I'm looking at this, and I see that there's one page for planning, and there are 3.5 lined pages for writing your essay. I would minimum use 2 pages, and hopefully you can write into the 3rd page. So pause this, figure out what you want to do, read the poem a couple of times, and then come back and listen to what I'm going to kind of use this as a planning or as a teaching tool and kind of talk to you about how I would go about planning this. There are more than one ways to do something, so make sure that if you have a good idea, you use that as well. Okay, so the poem offers advice to a young person about making important decisions in life. Write an essay explaining what the speaker wants the young person to learn. And so obviously I'm going to read the poem again, thinking about these tasks. So I have to write an essay explaining what the speaker wants the young person to learn. Be sure to include an explanation of the advice. So in general, and if I remember from the first question, it had to do with success. So the advice has to do with how to be successful, is my guess. And then I need details from the poem to support my explanation. Well, I look at the poem and there are 4 stanzas, and stanzas are like paragraphs. And so my guess is that each paragraph has to do with a different type or a different way to be successful. So you kind of have to figure out the main idea for each of these stanzas. So read it several times, paraphrase, put some of it in your own words. If you don't understand everything, that's okay. Just try to figure out something. And then so it says, explain what the speaker wants the young person to learn. So I'm going to explain what the advice is in general terms, and then I'm going to explain 3 different things, 3 different things that Rudyard Kipling wanted his son or a young person to learn. That would be your 3 middle body paragraphs. So read it. It's not very long. Read it a couple of times, get a feel for it, and then just think it through and plan. So in your planning, I don't need to see any sentences, but I want to see bullet points. I want to see what you're going to include in your intro, which would probably be an explanation of the advice in general terms, maybe introducing the poem and the poet, and, using part of the prompt, like he is offering advice to perhaps his son about success. And then in your middle body paragraphs, you're going to give me 3 different things, 3 different pieces of advice kind of that fall under that success. And then just wrap it up. Your conclusion can kind of be a simple restatement of your thesis statement, things like that. So do not start writing it on Tuesday. You will write it on Wednesday. But I need to make sure that you take this seriously, because planning is the only way you're going to be able to organize your ideas in a really good way. And that's what they're looking for. If you remember from the generic directions that I gave to you in the last video, they are really looking for organization of ideas and how you can express yourself. And if you don't plan ahead of time, it's just going to sound like a bunch of gobbledygook. So you can laugh about that word for the next couple hours. Thanks. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.